and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Brad, you wanted to talk today about stopping sciatica with housework and chores and everyday activities, basically.
Right, either how to prevent it or if you have an episode of it, how to do these chores without flaring it up and making your recovery much faster. You know, sometimes you can have it and it's getting better, then you go ahead and vacuum and all of a sudden it's all flared up and you're right back to where you started. So what are we going to do? And actually this is a request by one of our viewers, and they have always the best ideas for our videos,
Yes,
don't
they
you
do.
think?
I agree. And speaking of viewers, Brad, we have maybe a few new ones out there, and if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. Subscribe button is over there on your right. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day.
Excellent.
All right.
Shall we start?
Yes.
Okay, so the common denominator with most all of these house chores that we have to do, from ironing, vacuuming, sweeping, dishes, etc., is that without thinking about it, we're in a forward position.
Yeah, we're in a bent
And even if you're not that far, if you're from here to here, that can make a tremendous difference.
It's going to make the sciatica worse.
Oh, absolutely. So again, and we've talked about this in our other sciatica videos, the whole posture and the opposite direction stretch, in other words.
Right, this makes it worse, so this makes it better.
Exactly, and hand position here.
Yeah.
Like this is one option, like this. You know, you do what works best for you. We're just giving you
So this is the standing version of doing extensions that we want you to do prior to doing an activity and maybe after also,
right, exactly. Now, if your back is at a point where this is not tolerated yet because it's severe, then the option is to lay down on your plinth at home like this. I'm just kidding. You need to actually get down on the floor. You can go on your bed. Carpeted floor works better. And then we do the press-ups. And I don't press up very high because I happen to have spondylolisthesis, and that's not good for us.
But the higher the better generally, and you're looking for the pain to reduce. That's a whole nother video, but this is what we want you to do probably prior to many activities and after many activities.
Right. And if you are in the middle of a pretty good flare-up, but you're able to function, sometimes just laying on your stomach for 5 minutes and give it a chance to rest after your activity, your chore.
Can calm it down too.
Right, using a cold pack. So let's get to the first thing.
Yeah.
Making the bed.
Making the bed. Everybody hates making the bed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if everyone do. I certainly do. So if you're making the bed, you're stuck. You can hardly get good mechanics. I'll do it from here. And look at the flexion we're here. We're reaching over to make this bed, and you're trying to tuck it in. So number one thing is get your knee up there. Use one hand to support your back, and you do have to go a little slower because you're only going to work with one hand this way, but it's going to take a lot of stress off of your back. And then as you get off, you can see I'm walking my way back up straight, getting my knee off of here, and then avoid the reaching way over. Take the time.
Go around.
All the way around. If your bed is up against the wall, if it's possible, move the bed away from the wall so you can get all the way around.
It's time to put function ahead of looks and everything else at this point.
Make a big difference on making your bed and keeping your back healthy or not irritating as much. Okay, anything else on the bed making?
I don't think so, but again, prior to doing the bed making, I would do some extensions, and then after doing the bed making, right when you get done, go ahead and do a couple of these.
Right, and the bed is right there. I'm thinking just lay down on your stomach and take 2 or 3 minutes and let that back relax.
Exactly.
Okay.
Spread it out through the day.
Yep, okay.
All right, we're going to get rid of the bed.
Yep, all over here.
The bed is gone.
Goodbye to mechanics with their moving, Bob. Okay.
Bed be gone. We're going to talk about ironing, Brad. This is something you do a lot, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Look at this shirt. Man, I'm telling you. But some people, they do iron, and ironing is one of those things that think, well, what's the big deal? Well, little things, like if you're going to plug your iron in, and you're going to bend over to plug it into the floor, that could throw your back out right there.
Right, it could.
So if you do, you're going to go like this.
Yep, good posture.
Right.
He's keeping the back straight.
Using those legs, or even a better option yet, use the plug-in right there.
Yeah, if
you don't have to bend it up. Exactly.
Right.
Now, Bob, why don't you iron this a little bit? I know you're not good at ironing, but now look at Bob is not bent over a lot, but that's plenty to irritate his back. So you need to elevate the ironing board. Now I know you don't have a board like this probably that you can easily elevate. But a lot of those boards you can elevate just by changing the legs. Do whatever you have to do to get it up tall so you are tall while you're ironing.
Exactly, because now I can keep in good position, and I can even move with the iron a little bit if I need to.
Yeah, good point. Here, let's do it that way.
Instead of moving my body and rotating it, I'm moving with the iron like this.
It's kind of like you're dancing as you
dancing
iron
with
it.
it,
Yep, get some good music on.
This is going to be a theme that we're going to do with many of our things today.
Right.
Dancing with it.
It's like keeping that trunk cast on. You know, you imagine you have a cast around your trunk and you're keeping your back stiff and tall and in a good,
I'm going to burn
healthy.
this in a second. This thing
Don't worry about it, Bob. Lonnie said she'll take care of it. The other thing, and this is a small thing, but it can be a big thing, is simply get a smaller iron. You know, because when I lift that up, and if you're over here, that leverage puts more back, and on a sore back, you're going to feel it.
You're going to feel it, exactly.
Yeah. I actually have a small iron. We bought it for waxing my cross-country skis, actually, so I know they make them, but it's for traveling.
Right, and that's what we have, too. Is
Exactly.
A travel iron that we take
iron
along.
when you travel? Excellent.
No, my wife does quite often. I mean, you know, she brings a dress along. And
It's a good idea.
so, all right, are we done with this, Brad?
Yeah, get it out of the way,
Okay.
Bob.
Where are we headed next? Vacuuming?
Yep, let's do some vacuuming. Now, vacuuming, depending on your vacuum, we've got two of them here.
Here's a lightweight one.
Right, this one's actually a cordless one.
Oh, nice.
Yep, and it works out well. You know, it depends on how heavy a vacuuming you need. If you've got dogs and cats and sloppy kids making mess all over, you're probably going to need the big one. But again, with the vacuuming, plug it in to a high outlet if possible.
Oh, this one's
as
got
opposed
like a
to bending
fold,
it.
huh?
Bob, don't break that. So I'm not going to make this thing noisy and turn it on or anything. There we go. So with vacuuming, how often do you find yourself, you probably don't even know it. Most people don't know because you got to get under the couch and under that furniture.
Well, they're going like this, Brad. And I've heard a lot of people that really get a lot of back pain from vacuuming.
Oh, right.
It's really common.
Yeah.
Because you're bending and a lot of times you're twisting.
Right.
Which is the worst combination you can do
Sure,
for sciatica.
you bet.
So
So it's again, imagine you got that back
Yeah.
brace on and,
you keep it close.
yep,
And you're dancing with it.
right. You're not going to get a lot of vacuuming done with that thing.
Yeah,
like
how do you push that down? Like
There.
that? Oh, okay.
We're really good at this.
This is like Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Remember him dancing with it? You got to dance with it just like this, you
Exactly.
know? So you move with it.
Actually, if you do think about the cord being attached to your belt
Yeah,
line,
if you keep it right here, you
Yeah.
know, right by your side here.
yep. Anytime you're reaching out, the back is going to get stressed.
Yep. So you're keeping it close, and you move every time the vacuum moves. One of your feet should move
Right.
along with it.
Yep.
So-
And then remember,
Yep.
do your extension and standing every now and then. And a
Yeah,
real big one is you got a big house. That might take you 3 or 4 breaks.
Right,
where
you got to break it up.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly.
lay
Very
down,
good
take a
point.
break for a few minutes. You know, instead of think, you know, some people have that attitude. I'm this way. Once you start, you got to finish.
Right.
Break that.
No.
Otherwise, you break your back.
Back pain is really an issue of management, Brad. You
Exactly.
really got to learn to manage it. And you can ice packs and extension and all that can all make a big difference.
Yeah, if they keep watching our videos, their backs will continue to improve. Now, sweeping. Now, we've got this short little broom at home because it's really convenient to fit into one of our closets, but it's really a backbreaker because you have to bend over to make this little broom work. So throw those away.
Throw them away.
Throw them out. Get yourself a tall broom. And Bob would actually probably need a taller broom than
Yeah,
this.
and this is the same thing again. I don't want to be going like
Right,
this,
yeah.
twisting. I'm gonna move like this. Even sometimes a push broom would even
Right,
work
yeah,
good.
especially if you're trying to get under something, those push brooms you can use as a pole broom, okay? Yeah. And now, the biggie.
Yeah, this is the biggie.
How are you going to get the pile of dirt up? Wow. You got the dustpan, but look at what they make. And, you know,
Where do they sell those at, Brad?
I'm
Probably everywhere?
well, I got this at home, so I'm not sure where, but I'm sure you can go.
Go to Brad's house.
Yeah.
and you can buy one there.
I'm sure you can get them online or any, you know,
Sure.
department store will have it. Or,
Dustpan with a handle, I'm
yeah,
sure. Just
and
Google
you
it.
can do that. That is going to really
I'll
save.
tell you, I want one of those.
Absolutely. You can have it, Bob.
Thank you. I will take it. Because I mean, that's my big pet peeve is going down and.
Oh, yes, yes. I know what you're talking
And
about.
I think that brings us to the next point with dishes, Brad. When you're doing dishes and stuff like that, one thing is you want to arrange your house so that everything that you use a lot is between your waist height or your shoulder height, right in this range here.
Right.
Because every time you have to bend over, you're putting stress on your back.
Right.
So why put commonly, even pans that you use every day or a lot, put them up here.
Yeah,
I know that
exactly.
seems to be against the law, but no, you can put, I put pans that I use all the time up higher.
Sure. Some of those kitchens have pans that you hang, those
sure.
organizers, you hang them up, and those are great.
Those are fantastic,
Ergonomic kitchen. That's
Did you
what
want to talk about doing dishes a little bit, Brad?
Right, because, if you don't have a dishwasher or you only have a few to do, if this is the sink, there's usually a cupboard right underneath the sink. And if you open that up, and as you're doing the dishes, if you put one foot up, and every couple minutes just change your foot position like this, that can change the position of your back and give you some back relief as well.
It gets you a little closer. The other thing, to raise it up, like for me, especially if you're doing dishes, it's good to have like 2 plastic tubs. And you put one tub upside down and you put the other tub on top of it.
Sure.
And then you can do the dishes that way and it's raised up on you.
And there's also the sit-stand option.
Sure.
Lonnie, can I have that, please? Yes.
Oh, sure.
That's why I brought that. Yep, just pull it right up. Don't be shy about it. You're taking your time. There you go. Good. I forgot
You got
about
about 30 seconds, Brad.
So as you're doing dishes, you can keep your back straight and you can work here. And it doesn't matter if it's doing dishes or another
Any
project.
Yeah, this works great.
Stools can be wonderful back
High
savers.
stools, tall stools.
Oh, wow.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, Bob, I'm thinking this covers a lot of our vacuum or house chores that really work the back hard. So again, this is going to continue to fix everything except for
a broken heart. We can fix just about anything.
But we're going to work on that broken heart, yeah.
But we'll keep working on it.
Here it is.
Thanks.